Hello and welcome to highlights of the 7th and final stage of La Vuelta Femenina by car for 93.7 kilometers today from Polo de Sierra to the monster it is Lagos de Covadonga. Fairly flat, almost downhill from the start. Then the first climb of the day, the Cat 2, Summit coming with 45.2 to go through the intermediate sprint before they would start the climb of Lagos de Covadonga. It was on the Cat 2 climb where the group was being thinned down. Amanda Spratt on the front with her Italian teammate just behind her. They crested the summit. It had been controversy the day before when Annemiek van Vleuten had gone on the attack, apparently, when SD Worx had stopped for a natural break. 1 minute and 11 seconds separating the top two on GC. On the descent, Kasia Niewiadoma attacked, and she would be joined at the front by Marlen Reusser. Reusser started the day 2:11 down in 5th, Niewiadoma in 7th at 2:38. The teammates of Annemiek van Vleuten from Movistar made it back to their leader, and they were the riders that were bringing down the gap to the two leaders. Just before the climb, Niewiadoma and Reusser were caught, and it set up a battle royale on the final climb of La Vuelta Femenina. Liane Lippert would be the final teammate of Van Vleuten, and she did a great job of shredding the group still further. Just over 10k to go to the summit though, and Demi Vollering put in her first attack. This would whittle the group down further. Realini, Laboost, Fisher Black, Van Vleuten, Ivanchenko, Muziek and Bauernfeind still left. The next attack took it down to 4, with just Realini and Muziek able to stay with Vollering and Van Vleuten at this point. The climb rearing up in front of the riders, averaging 6.9%, but with maximum slopes of just over 17%. It is an absolute brute. On some of the steeper sections, Evita Muziek was the next rider to lose contact. Drama though for Gaia Realini, who had some chain issues just as the climb was really starting to kick in. But the young Italian showing her cyclocross skills, back on the bike and back up to the leaders. She saw a metre or so gap open, and it would be the young Italian that would set things up for Demi Vollering. Van Vleuten started to lose contact. 1 minute and 11 seconds had been the gap at the beginning of the day. They climbed up into the clouds at the top. It would now be a race to the summit. Vollering on the front would drive everything to try and pull back the deficit after losing the jersey on stage 6. Over half a minute with 2.3 kilometers to go. Would it be enough? 10, 6 and 4 bonus seconds on the line as well. As they headed into the final kilometre and the small descent before the kick up towards the line, Vollering had managed to distance Realini slightly. She would take her second stage victory of La Vuelta Femenina, but the big question was, would she have done enough to take back the red jersey? Gaia Realini was moving herself up in the general classification. She would end the day in 3rd overall. She would also pull on the polka dot jersey as Queen of the Mountains. Van Vleuten was having to dig super deep, and as she came through the final 200 meters, it would be touch and go all the way to the line. But in the end, the Movistar leader would do just enough to save the red jersey. You can see the emotion on the face of Demi Vollering as she realises that she hasn't done quite enough to take the red jersey, and with it the general classification, but 2 stage wins, and would extend her lead in the World Tour overall. Your top 10 looks like this. Demi Vollering from Gaia Realini and Annemiek van Vleuten. Muziek, Bauernfeind, Magnaudi, Marcus, Ivanchenko, Laboost and Cavalli, your top 10. On the podium, your 1, 2, 3 overall, Annemiek van Vleuten win number 99 ahead of Demi Vollering and Gaia Realini. 9 seconds separating the top 2. Realini takes 3rd, Marcus, Bauernfeind, Muziek, Laboost, Magnaudi, Garcia and Niewiadoma, your top 10. It was a green jersey for Marianne Vos, who also took 2 stage wins, 197 points. She would finish in that classification. Gaia Realini started today 2nd in the Queen of the Mountains, 8 points behind Annemiek van Vleuten. She ends the day as the Queen of the Mountains with 43 points. What a